Good afternoon from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in sunny Lauderdale by the Sea. A little late on tonight's report. Just kind of been busy here at the shop buying and selling gold. Been getting a lot of people coming in and actually talking about selling gold and silver. Some people have been a little nervous, but I've told them relax. And you know why I've been telling them to relax? Because these guys are in control right here. Our silver bull and our gold bull. They're in complete control. Relax, pullbacks are fine, pauses are fine, and if you were able to buy these dips, and I always say buy these dips when you can, check out the dips today in, let's see, New York spot price. Now, I never even saw this tick down to a 912. It must have been really quick or something because I missed it, and I kind of keep an eye on the screen all day long. So it looks like we hit a low of 912. And I'm not even going to talk about the coin toss yesterday. I think the coin toss was incorrect. Again, it said that it was going to be a bull day, I think. And I also felt it would be a par value day or maybe up a little bit. But I never deny that we can get these little pullbacks and downs. It just depends. But it looks like 1911.80 was the low. And again, I'm as surprised as you because I didn't even catch that little tick. But again, I always say you try to buy these pullbacks. However, if you can catch them, I mean, you know, and I'm here all the time watching this. I didn't even see that. So, again, I'm a little bit surprised because the level that I watched most of the day was in the 915 to the 922 level. And it actually ended up closing higher than that on world spot prices. And I figured it would. I was pretty certain we'd hang on to this 19 level for now. And I don't see it, you know, unless the dollar just gets stronger or the economy gets stronger. And you see these little temporary strengths in the dollar and these little strengths in the hopes of the economy getting better. You know, the V shape they keep talking about. And but, you know, it's only like little daily things and then 2 days. And then, you know, I don't think we have any sustained hope for the economy right now. I don't think we have any sustained hope for the dollar getting stronger. Not the way they're printing it and everything like that. So these little ticks down, I think, just make good buying opportunities. If you can grab them. I never saw that. I couldn't even trade it on that 1911. I never even seen it. Again, sometimes they're so fast, boom, 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 and then they're back up again. I've seen it on the screen happen frequently, especially in turbulent times like this. Silver kind of holding its own in that 26.25 to 26.50 range. And as you can see, I won't move away from gold here too quick. 1911. Aftermarkets, world spot price 1928, and the aftermarkets here, I like this little new screen, show 1930, so up a little bit there too. Silver's holding its own at 26.50. Remember what I said? The pause. So that's what we've got with silver right now is a pause, which is great. I like that. I don't think there's any great amount of silver, above ground silver out there as well. So I think silver is kind of a rare metal. However, what I did, as I said yesterday, what I think is going to happen right now is where silver and gold are at that like 70 to 81 ratio, which is a ratio we've been at for the last 20 or 30 years. Kind of just a standard ratio. So it's sitting at that ratio right now, and I suspect if it holds on to the pattern of the last 20 or 30 years, what we're going to see happen now are these two metals move kind of in tandem and along with platinum. And I'm not sure about palladium, nor do I care. Boy, I diss palladium a lot. Sorry about that, palladium, but nobody ever asked for you. Nobody loves you. Anyways, gold and silver, I think, and palladium or platinum at this point are going to move in tandem. You know, little deviation. Silver is a little bit crazy when it moves. It likes to make big moves, percentage-wise. However, as I said, I believe because of excessive money printing, bad financial policy, bad politics, this virus, years and years and years of spending beyond our means, Ponzi-like scheme, government programs, and anyways, I can just go on and on that people want secure money. And remember, these two gold and silver bulls, or let's just say gold and silver, have been around for 5,000 years. People have used it as money. It's been trusted as money for 5,000 years. You're never going to wake up in the morning and heard that your gold or silver went bankrupt. Never going to happen unless you have your gold and someone else is holding it for you, like an ETF. But you're never going to wake up in the morning and hear those gold and silver coins in your safe have gone bankrupt or not worth anything. highly unlikely, hasn't happened in 5,000 years. In fact, in 5,000 years, gold has been coveted as money. So these two guys are on your side, the silver and gold bull, and I believe right now they're still on your side. Don't play day trader, and when you see these gyrations, like you see my little cursor, when you see it going like this up real quick, and then you see it, boom, drop and get hit like that, don't panic. It's going to be like this, I think. We're going to see this here for the rest of this market with gold and silver. And as I said, I think those two are going to move in tandem. Perhaps at the peak bubble and we will see a gold and silver bubble in this bull market. You watch. I guarantee it. At some point, we will probably see a bubble. You usually do in these markets. I've seen them in the last two markets. And in the bubble, I believe that silver to gold ratio will move even tighter, down to that 30-to-1 ratio. At least it seems like it has in the last two big bull markets in gold and silver. That ratio tightened up a lot. Just an observation on my what I've noticed. And markets, we looked at. I'm not going to toss a coin because it was fun. I'm kind of bored with it now. I'm not sure if you are. The coin was right like 60 or 70% of the time. I forget how many actually. I didn't even count. And wrong a couple times. But again, it's a coin toss. It was just for fun. I was kind of curious to see what would happen. My guesses have been pretty correct, but wrong like the coin this last week too, because of the strength in the dollar, which kind of like, who can kind of see that? You know, those are kind of things that happen real quickly, and then the dollar strength has kind of faded away. And I think that's what we saw last week. And again, don't play day trader with this stuff. Buy, hold. You're in a long-term kind of silver and gold bull market. You're not going to go wrong just buying it and sticking it away for a little while. But do keep an eye on the prices. When it gets into bubble territory, definitely sell. And how will you know that? Yeah, keep watching my videos if I'm still doing them. So, hey, listen, speaking of keeping your money safe in gold and silver, a question I've been asked quite a bit is, where do I put my gold and silver bowls or bars, let's say? I'm not even going to go there yet. Hold on, I forgot to talk to you about Peter Schiff before I talk about safety, the reason you buy gold and how to keep your gold and silver safe. Peter Schiff did a little article here, and let's go up here. Government is trying, just what we were just talking about, government is trying to replace the economy with the printing press. And this is why it cannot end well. This is why your gold and silver is a good thing to own. You're going to see these gyrations up and down. Some of these downs may spook you a little bit, but relax. Just hang tight because, again, I don't think anything long-term is going to go well. Look, Peter Schiff says, I think the money that most people have, or at least think what they think is money, isn't going to be much money longer. Whew, that's kind of apocalyptic, but you can't just keep printing this stuff. We've learned this lesson throughout history. You just can't keep printing it. The looming dollar crisis. The dollar is going to fall through the floor, and inflation is going to. And what happens when the dollar falls through the floor? Well, my friends, your gold and silver that you own, that I'm talking about, just to hang on to and not worry about these little downs, is going to go right through the roof when this goes through the floor. What's about to happen is that the world is going to go off the dollar standard and go back to the gold standard. I'm going to pause for a second. This befuddles me. I've heard this from a few people. Peter Schiff says this. There's some people talking about us going back to the gold standard. Well, I see a lot of issues with that. I don't see that as something we could do very easily. And I tell you what, I can't see countries just getting off the fiat. Fiat currency is like a drug. They can keep printing more of it. Why would any country want to give up that drug? Anyways, well, maybe because they have to. Maybe that's what he's trying to say here, but I just don't see that happening. I disagree with Peter Schiff on this. He reiterated that this isn't about COVID-19, which I agree with him. It's one of the many problems, but it's not. Excuse me, I got a little tongue-tied there. But it's not why we're about to go through this massive economic collapse. COVID-19 is not. COVID-19 was kind of like, and I've been saying this for a little while, COVID-19 and closing up the local businesses was just like, well, that was like icing on the cake. That was like once you killed something, just making sure you speared it a few more times to make sure it was dead by closing up everything. However, you can't blame COVID for this economy. This was just bad fiscal policy by world governments, by world bankers, and the people we elect. Bottom line, that's who the blame is. Anyway, interesting article, and I promise you I wouldn't read Peter's articles Peter's articles, but any articles from Wall Street Journal, Zero Hedge. I encourage you to go out and look for these things yourself and read it. And I did underline one thing. Oh, hang on, I don't know where it was. Well, here. This is the last one. The entire American economy is built on the foundation of the dollar being the world's reserve currency. And we blew that. We've talked about this here over some of the videos I've done over the last few months as well. Now we can't borrow unless we save. So I mean, we've got big issues with the dollar. Take a read yourself. It's zero hedge. Just type in Google or whatever search engine you use. I like DuckDuckGo because it has privacy, great privacy, not like Google. But anyway, whatever search engine you use, type in Shift. Government is trying to replace the economy with the printing press. It might pop up in Zero Hedge. Read the article yourself. I think you'll kind of get what I was talking about. And I just kind of give you the nutshell version of it. And I was talking about the safety of gold. And we always talk about the safety of gold, everything. Even this article here with Shift talking about the safety of gold. However, that's not keeping your gold safe. The safety of gold is different than keeping your gold safe. And people always ask me, well, Brian, what do I do to keep my gold safe? Well, here's what I recommend not doing first. Many people go out and they buy themselves a gun safe, a cheap gun safe. Expensive gun safes. These are high-end gun safes right here. I saw this video years and years ago because someone told me, I got my stuff in the gun safe with my guns. Well, you want to see what a fairly high-priced gun safe, how long it takes to break into a gun safe. So I certainly don't want you putting your gold and silver and anything that you value in one of these large observable gun safes. Take a look at this. Ready? We're going to go 4 seconds, 5 seconds. I'm going to speed this up. They knock it over. Obviously, you know that's going to happen. Here goes the crowbars. They will be cry bars after they're done with it and they got your gold and silver. But crowbar, ready? This is a high-end safe, 22 seconds. So I'm going to skip here. This is a YouTube video, by the way, how easy it is to break into a safe, and you'll see a bunch of them there, too. Good lesson on where to store your stuff. Look at this, 41 seconds. Ready? 56 seconds. I'm not going to show you the whole video because you get the whole point here. 1 minute 12. Here's an expensive gun safe that you ordered that you got sitting in your closet or your back room. Oh, my God, he could reach his arm in just about now. 129, less than 2 minutes. If you had any of your gold and silver and even your guns stored in this thing, well, guess what? These guys just got it. And what's even scarier, there's a video on YouTube to show crooks how to do it. So, you want my advice? Build some. If you own your own home, build some great hiding places in the wall. I love floor safes. You have to cut a hole in the floor to do it, but you can hide them anywhere in a closet, put a rug on top of it. You're limited to what you can put in there, but you can certainly put your gold and jewelry in there. I wouldn't put anything that would flood, especially if you live in South Florida, in a floor safe. However, floor safes are great for gold, silver, and jewelry if you can stuff enough in there. And they're hard to find. Anyways, that's my advice on, hold on, not the safety of gold, which we've been talking about all the time, but keeping your gold safe. I hope I answered that question. Anyway, this is Brian Kuzmar from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Call us anytime at 954-493-8811 and ask us what kind of products we have on hand. And ask us for live quotes. We give live quotes on the phone all the time for gold and silver products and platinum products, and yes, palladium too. Yeah. So anyway, call us anytime, and we are open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays, so if you got any questions, you want an education, come on in. It's hard for us to do it on the phone because we're so busy, but if you come in, we will certainly educate you and let you know what you need to know to make smart purchases in gold and silver. If you do not live in my area, boo-hoo, I'm very sorry, man. I wish you did. I'd love to sell you stuff, but we do not sell online. So unfortunately, if you don't live in my area, my suggestion to you, buy local. Buy from your local guy that you can trust. Make sure he's been around for 10 years, and that's kind of my benchmark. But if not that long, just make sure he's been there for a while, he's trustworthy, he has decent prices. Even if he's a tiny bit more than the online sellers, keep that money local. He spends it local. He's on his employees, on his kids, and so always try to buy local when you're buying gold, silver coins, and any type of collectibles. Forget the online stuff. Keep the money in your town. Anyway, thanks for watching. Brian Kuzmar, Precious Metals, and all that good stuff. Oh, hang on. What was I going to say? I think the market is going to be a little bit up from New York today. It was at 1911, no coin toss today, but I think it's pretty clear that we're going to probably see 1928, 1930, and I'd be surprised if we didn't. It would have to be some kind of incredible dollar strength that was caused by something. Here nor there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you tomorrow.